Hey there, everyone. Pastor Padron here. Welcome to the porch. What I want to do is share with you what will be my first bowl of Smokehouse by
Hey!
BriarWorks tobacco. Smokehouse is a English flake made of Virginia, Latakia, dark-fired Kentucky, and some Orientals. Let's open this up and find out what's inside. One of the reasons I wanted to share this, two reasons I'll give you. First, this will be my first bowl, so you're going to get my first impressions of this. Second, we're doing our annual pipe tobacco dinner next month on August 9th, and this is one of the tobaccos that is going to be featured at that dinner. We're going to be watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy and pairing the movie with a dozen different tobaccos, each to fit the scenes that are going on at the time. The idea being the sights and smells and aromas and tastes of what you're smoking can actually impact and heighten what you're watching. And this is what we're going to be smoking in Casa Doom.
Bruh.
So opening up the tin, it is very earthy, slightly smoky, just a little bit of like a vinegar.
Yum!
There's some sweetness to it too. This is looking like it's going to be really good. Let's take out a couple of flakes here. Let's see how they come out of the. Let's see how they come out of the jar. Come out like that. Take it and get it all nice and packed in there. Oh, well, right off the bat, I really like this. It's very smooth, creamy, much smoother and creamier than I thought. There is that definite smoky mesquite kind of flavor that you get from Latakia, and it's definitely there. But the dark-fired Kentucky and the Virginia are really kind of playing with that. The dark-fired is a little bit more. Dark-fired tobacco is smoked over hardwoods, Latakia over soft. And I think that play of putting them both together creates this much more balanced kind of smoky flavor. Let's call it balanced. You can definitely taste the sweetness of the Virginias and those sweet, fruity, woody, hay-like notes, little bits of citrus are really kind of ramped up with the smokiness of the Latakia and the dark-fired. The Oriental is there. I sense it more in the room note and the aroma than I do on the palate. But you've got that floral note, that little bit of almost like a cedary kind of zing. It's very dark and rich. Maybe hard to tell because it's so windy out here on the porch, but it's very smoky too. Lots of nice smoke. The retrohale is very smoky, oaky, woody. There's a little bit of spice in there, but it's not very strong at all. The finish is very much like a woody, smoky kind of barbecue flavor. But what stands out the most to me really about this blend so far is how creamy it is. It's much more creamy on the finish than I was expecting and that I find on a lot of Latakia blends. And that's a pleasant surprise. Definitely medium to medium plus, maybe pushing full when it comes to body, the strength of the flavors of the tobacco. When you're dealing with vitamin N, when you're dealing with strength, I'd say medium maybe at best. I tell you, the flakes burn very, very slow. but they're very even. There's not a lot of rough edges. I'm not really having to do any extra relights. You know, with a pipe, you're always having to relight every once in a while, but I'm not having to overly do that with this tobacco, which says something too. BriarWorks says Smokehouse was meant to evoke the flavors of Tennessee barbecue, and if that's the case, this stuff I think fits the bill. I've had some of that good old Tennessee barbecue in the past, and it is very nice, very rich, very creamy, savory, and BriarWorks Smokehouse fits that bill very, very well. I'm excited to have this tobacco included in our Lord of the Rings pipe dinner, and I think it's going to be a perfect fit for smoking during the scene in Khazad-dûm. It's going to be a lot of fun. That dinner's sold out, so if you don't have your tickets, well, I don't know what to tell you. But that doesn't mean you can't get your own jar of Smokehouse and watch it by yourself and see what it is I'm trying to do. Maybe you'll do that. It's some good advice. You might want to take advantage of it. All right? This is Pastor Padron. Thanks for watching. As usual, please leave your comments below. Very grateful that you stopped by and watched, and please hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Stay smoking, my friends.